In 2009, Christopher Hitchens said of Islam, "Resist it whilst you still can, and before the right to complain is taken away from you, which will be the next thing. You will be told you can't complain because you're Islamophobic." That day has sadly arrived this week in Parliament, in the greatest parliament that Western liberal democracy has ever seen. Tahir Ali, a Labor MP, effectively called for blasphemy laws in the United Kingdom. We have that clip ready to go. Let's see it.
Last year, the United Nations Human Rights Council adopted a resolution condemning the desecration of religious texts, including the Quran. Will the Prime Minister commit to introducing measures to prohibit the desecration of all religious texts and the prophets of the Abrahamic religions?
We are, as I said before, Mr. Speaker, committed to tackling all forms of hatred and division, including, of course, Islamophobia in all of its forms.
We live in a Western liberal democracy, the greatest Western liberal democracy that the world has seen. In a Western liberal democracy, you are free to criticise, you're free to challenge, you're free to question any religion or ideology. And make no mistake, it is an uncomfortable truth that Islam does have questions that it needs to answer, even if it is on the fringes of Islamic culture, whether it be about the treatment of women in fundamentalist Islamic communities, or indeed the treatment of minority groups more generally, or the disdain that the ideology has for the separation between church and state. This country has done more than any other to promote the ideology of free speech and individual liberty, and I will be damned if we sacrifice that at the altar of religious extremism.
To apologise, pleading for her son's life. When it comes to Islam and the Quran, we already have those laws because everybody's too terrified of them to do anything.